All set. We're here at the NCAA press conference for the second round with the Hope Athletics head coach and players. First, would you mind introducing yourselves for the press conference?
Mike Shaneals, head coach, Hope College.
Jake Mybecker, senior captain.
Tucker Martinez, senior captain.
John Shea, senior goalie.
Coach, if you wouldn't mind opening it up just with an opening statement about today's game.
You know, credit to Christopher Newport. They're an excellent program, an excellent team, and they did an outstanding job of playing ball today. It was fun to be on the same field with them. We're super proud of our seniors. They did a fantastic job leading us, embracing the youngsters. We've got a lot of young guys on our squad, and they wrapped them up, and we figured out a way to just get a little bit better every day. And you know, hopefully we did that today as well.
Sure. We'll open up to questions.
Yeah, I mean, especially the third period. I mean, you know, it was even. Probably make the argument you outplayed them there. I mean, it was 5-4 in the scoring box, but you know, it just seemed to whatever that hadn't gone quite right in the first two periods, it started to click a little bit. Was that just learning on the fly, or how would any of you best describe it?
I personally think it's we kind of realized we can play with them. Maybe a little bit of the nerves got went by the wayside, and we just started playing ball and just playing, honestly. And I think things started to go our way once we started playing Hope Lacrosse in that third quarter.
Would you all consider yourselves, I mean, honestly, an older team, a younger team, you have a lot of people coming back. How's the future looking up in Michigan?
We're going to be good.
Young, we're going to be good.
Very
young.
Yeah, very
good,
young, yeah.
Good freshman class, a lot of young offensive players. We got like 2 starting defensemen or freshmen. I think we're going to be good for the next few years.
It's a little colder up there.
Coach, what do you say to them at halftime? I mean, obviously, we just talked about how the third period went a lot better. You had a big 3-goal burst at the end of that third period. Looked like you might make a run there heading into the fourth. What happened at halftime? What did you tell them?
Well, we got 3 things that we try to do every single day, and the first thing is run the field. And we thought we were doing a nice job of that in the first half. We just weren't finishing. And then the second thing is share the work. And we needed to connect a little bit better with our passes and just be comfortable. And I think to speak to what Johnny was saying, we're just a little bit tight right away. And once we relax and started to play, and then the third thing is just play. We'll get to that point where we're not thinking, we're just playing and being with our brothers and on the field, going hard. So I think we finally figured that out. We finally got to that point, you know, and that's usually the case with games. But credit to Christopher Newport, they made us pay if we made mistakes early, and they did a nice job jumping out on us.
To add to that, we had a long halftime, longer than we're used to, and it was hot. So I think just getting in the shade and cooling off was huge. And I noticed that a few guys were frustrated, things were going their way, and they were mad they were finishing the ball or not getting in front of the cage. And we just try to make it a loose environment, try to make people laugh. Relax a little bit, because when we play tense, we don't play our best, and we need to be locked in, but also just relaxed and having fun out there. So that's something we try to encourage.
Good call, Jaker.
I'd like to hear from the players. You guys came in one of the most physical teams in terms of caused turnovers in the country, and showed it today. I mean, against a top 5 team in the country. Can you talk about the physical nature and how you didn't really shy away from the moment today?
Yeah. Getting back to kind of what Johnny said earlier, just playing the Hope way. All season we've been preaching it, just do your assignment. If something goes wrong, brush it off onto the next one. So we knew we were going to take some risk and have to play our game in order to be competitive and stay in the game. And we know Johnny's right there behind us, supporting us, talking us through stuff, and ready for a big play.
Yeah, that was the message all week is, you know, they maybe have these guys or this level of skill, but all we can do is just play our game, which is a physical, gritty game. And I couldn't be more proud of the defenseman in front of me. Played a really strong physical game.
Coach, is that part of your identity as a head coach, or you having that, you know, trying to get the ball away from the other team, obviously?
Yeah, I mean, when you got the ability to do that, maybe that's not always the way to go about it, but you know, we have a ton of confidence in our team, and especially in our athletes. So we feel very fortunate to have some outstanding athletes, and so you've got to let those guys, hunt a little bit and get up there and go. So very proud of the way that we worked today, and that was something that we just kept working, tried to work things out, and we eventually got to the point where it was a little bit easier to work together, and so that's the key, like how quick can we get to that part.
Just have one more question, and anyone can answer this really, and maybe both coach and a player. You talk about the spark that Stecco brought to the team this year, coming from the hockey team. Just a very, unique story.
I got it.
I didn't mean to hit a nerve, maybe.
No.
Obviously, a big part of the team both today and then throughout the season.
Yeah, he's starting. We didn't really know him coming in. He's a first-year player. He's a senior, and then he kind of grew into his role, and he really what is it called? Yeah, we really embraced him, and he embraced the team and the culture, and he was a real positive this year, and don't know what it would be like without him. I was really happy that he is on the ride with us.
That's great.
There's somebody in the wings to take his place.
Yeah.
We do. Yeah, maybe not the same level of character.
Yeah.
Excitement maybe is maybe the right word for that, but yeah.
Anything more, Jim?
No.
All set. Well, thank you guys so much for being here.
Thanks so much for having us.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Congratulations on a great season.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.